Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Short Shot Archery. Today is my day off from shooting, but it's a perfect day to go in, set up new things, fix up the range and things like that. Well, today I am going to be messing with my blank bale setup, which is right back there. It's in a pretty good spot, and the height is pretty good for shooting 18. Now, I'm curious, if I move up this blank bale to an angle that works for when I shoot 70 meters, will I shoot better at 70 meters? I know you're probably thinking, what's a couple degrees? But I was playing around with it a little bit, and I noticed if I practice blank baling way up in this top corner here, instead of more towards the middle, I actually shoot smoother, more consistent shots at 70 meters. So if I can make it the same exact angle as it is at 70, will that help me be successful when I shoot all the way down there at 70 meters? So we're gonna give it a try. This is mostly just going to be me measuring, finding out how much I have to raise this target up in order for it to work for that 70 meter angle. So first things first, we got our bow already out here, chilling out in there. Got a tape measure. I gotta get some tape because, well, it's just me right now, so I have no assistance in trying to get the tape measure held onto the bow and stuff like that. So I'm gonna tape the tape measure onto my stabilizer, and then I'm going to figure out how many inches that is, and then move on from there in adjusting the height of the stand out here. Because as you can hopefully see, this stand is quite low and it can be raised a whole lot. So we're gonna mess with that. I may have to take the roof off. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but stay tuned, this should be pretty exciting. Okay, so we got the bow. Yeah, we got the bow. We have the tape measure and the duct tape. Now, I'm just going to tape the tape measure onto the stabilizer, probably where this V-bar is. I think that'll be a pretty good spot, so we'll see how this works. Oh yeah, this looks professional. So, we have that attached now. Looks kind of goofy, but I think it's going to work. But now I need to go and figure out what the actual length is, because I'm not going to be able to hold it up at the target and see what it's measured. So, that's where you guys are going to come in. We're going to go record that and see what my, I guess not angle is, but how many inches up I am aiming. Okay, so it looks like 55 inches is pretty much the sweet spot on that. So that's what I'll be working on setting up this target. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so the other thing is, when we measured our 55 inches, we measured from the stabilizer. So we have to add in the difference between where the aperture is and the stabilizer. So we're gonna go nice and safe, and we're just gonna say 10 inches. And that just makes it 65 then. I am sure a subscriber that's probably a math major is gonna tell me that I'm doing this completely wrong. And I probably am. I'm probably taking the longest route possible to do this, but it's gonna work, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm sure somebody has a much better idea on how to go about raising your target to the correct height based on the change in angle from 18 meters to 70. But so let's go. We'll figure out where we need to be on here, and we will raise that target accordingly. So we're gonna measure from the ground. 65 inches, and 65 inches puts us right at the very top of this target, which actually makes sense because the other day I was shooting and I had switched from 70 to blank bale, and luckily I had put my sight somewhere right around this area with a 70-meter setting. And I put the arrow right, I think it was actually that hole there, about an inch away from going over this target. So this makes a lot of sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to lift this up a good, because I want plenty of space just in case I'm wrong. But we'll probably do a good foot and a half worth of raising this target butt up, just so that we have plenty of room to mess around with it. I don't think I'll be doing any tournaments that involve 90. I think even the local stuff, for the most part, has kicked out all the 90. US is pretty much just sitting 70 meters and 18 meters, which isn't bad, but it takes a little bit of the fun out of the game. 90 meters was quite a spectacle, and it was quite a feat to shoot an arrow that far. But that's alright. This is going to be great. So let's take this bale down and go and raise the sides of this stand up. So you may be wondering, wait a second, why are you using a round target? So this is one of my original targets. It's the American Whitetail AR-152, I believe, with the heavy-duty bag in the back. I do still have, and it's my favorite, my Denage target sitting out there at 70. I just don't have the money to buy a second Denage at the moment. At some point, that would be pretty awesome. But, you know, that's what dreams are for. And, you know, I just have to work to make that a reality. But, a quick look here, because you may find it interesting. This target stand was actually set in a different position. Yeah, it looks kind of wacky right now, and some engineers probably like, whoa, completely bad idea. But a long time ago, when I did not have, because this is set up for my Denage target. This stand usually sits at my outdoor 70, which is actually my 90 meter. If I'm shooting from the shooting shack here, I can shoot 90. In the summer, I leave the shooting shack because it gets way too hot in there. And I go and shoot 70, but outdoor 70, so beyond that target that's all the way out there. But I stand, obviously, at a 70 meter setting, but closer to my house. Anyway, this target was sitting out there, so we adjusted the legs of the stand in order to make it work. So I'm probably going to end up adjusting them back, but then just a little bit higher. So this should be kind of exciting. Hopefully nothing breaks where I have to go and cut some wood up or something. But we'll see. Alright, so now that we got our drill gun, I think I'm going to take the roof off first, honestly. I think we're going to get way too much height out of this, so let's figure out how to unbolt this. I think it's only 2 screws on the top, but it's been a while. Alright, so we made that happen. Not too much of an adventure. I've had more adventurous adventures, but yeah, worked out pretty well. Now we can finally raise the legs up without worrying about hitting into the roof with the target. We're unscrewing this, we're gonna unscrew this, and this piece is gonna go up here. That way this piece is still even with these two pieces, because there's a difference in the size. we will see if this works. This might be too high, or I don't know. It could be just right. I'm gonna do the other side, and then probably screw all these screws in, top and bottom here. Leave these off for now until I figure out how much higher I need to go in order to make this work. Okay, so we should be in the right spot now. Of course, you're probably asking how did I come up with this? So I just took the difference between, you know, what we needed to get the target to the correct height and just added it on to where the original legs were sitting. I think it's gonna work out fine. We're gonna see if it's gonna work out fine in just a second as soon as I finish the other side over there. But it's looking pretty good. Hopefully the target doesn't sag too much, because this stand is a little wide, so it fits a square target better than a circular one. So I kinda had to account in for that. Hopefully I gave myself enough space, because if I have extra, the worst case that's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to take off this this backstop here. But that's nothing. I can just move that down and probably mount it to these two beams right there and there. We'll see though. Oh yeah, we have it all set back up. Well, okay, so almost all set back up. You can watch me struggle trying to put up this blank bale. But I think this is gonna work out great. If it does, we're gonna go take out some of those extra screws that are sticking out and quickly run them through to make sure this thing stays for you know, pretty much the rest of time. But we'll see how this goes. Or on second thoughts, I'm gonna wait till my brother gets home, because, you know, I like my back and I like shooting arrows pretty much every day besides my day off, where I am told I can't shoot arrows. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for him, because, you know, 2 is better than 1 when lifting heavy things. So that worked out pretty great. There we go. Well, we got a dinosaur on it now, but anyway, the top here is over like 80 inches. I think we're like 83, 84. So that's gonna be pretty great. Now it is time to test it out and see. I did put a couple more screws in the back. The roof is rather close. I may actually be able to put it back on, but I don't know, I'll have to try that out some other time. But other than that, I think we're good to go. So now it's time to shoot some arrows at it and see if we actually get that 70-meter angle. Alright, there we have it. The new blank bale setup is looking pretty good. I'll keep you guys updated on, you know, how well it actually works, but so far I'm really liking it. And, you know, within the first couple of ends I was like, ooh, we're already really smoothing out the shot at this 70-meter angle. So yeah, thank you for watching, and as always, happy shooting.